I don't know why it was off. Yes, Rook, it was off. I thought for sure I turned it on though, so I don't get what's going on here. Um, well, I just did a bunch of stuff for nothing. No, well, not really nothing. I got a few things done. Basically, is posting links to basically the X and Discord and then IRC while I was doing this, and all I was doing was renaming. What I added here, if you couldn't tell, based on visuals, here is I added I renamed the scene rooms to SN so that to go along with the naming convention of the actual JSON rooms. The JSON rooms are RM and a three-digit number, and the scene rooms are SN and three-digit number. Um, and then I added a welcome like a zero JSON room as a welcome room, and that's really kind of all I've been doing so far. Right now, I'm looking to find a way of reordering these in order, and may not be strictly necessary because of what I'm doing, what I'm using. Yeah, yeah, I know. I know. Um, my sound didn't go out. It was actually off, and I have no clue why it was off. Maybe it was already on, and I clicked it and I accidentally turned it off or something. So I don't know. The weird stuff happens all the time. So, but it wasn't really one of its errors. It was must have been some error on my part. Okay, so even though it's not strictly necessary because this is actually the editor map, eventually in the 2D workspace here, these rooms are going to show up, and I still don't know why that's not working yet, but I will fix that as soon as I get these reordered. And I'm trying to think of ways to do it because they're numbered. The rooms are numbered. Um, Let me think for a sec. It's going to load the tscene files the same way, and they should be also be in order or in an order, I think. So somehow I'm gonna have to extract the number off of the ID or off of the file name, and then I am going to have to, I guess, put these names in a put the file names in the order I want, like an array, and then I go through the array, and then actually open the JSON files from that. So I got the code to read the directory. Here, let's go back to the script view, and let's go to here. Let's close that. Close that right now. And what I want to do here is, okay, what does this do? This goes through the directories here, and then it loads the JSON files. Directory access open, list directory begin. Let's check that one out. Simple. Initialize the stream used to list all files and directories using the getNext function, using the currently open stream if needed. Once the stream has been processed, it should be typically closed. Order of the files and directory returned by this method is not deterministic and vary being an operating system. You want to list all the files sorted alphabetically, use get files or get directories. Huh. So I could actually have them sorted alphabetically, which would probably be alphanumerically as well. Get files. Returns a pack string length containing file names of the directory contents, excluding directories. The array is sorted alphabetically. Pack string array. Okay, so JSON directory get next. So let's modify that slightly. And I don't even know if I can do this right, but we're gonna try it. And we'll do the same thing with the t-scenes files, although that's not quite as critical here. But so let's first do the thing where oh, I think I gotta the rooms. Hold on a second. Let me look at something. Room is not a tool class yet. That's probably why. No, that's not why the doors aren't showing up though. Doors should still be showing up, but I'm not gonna worry about that just yet. I'm going to go back to here and huh. Doors, doors, doors. Doors are attached as children. Yes. Okay. Um, JSON directory. Okay. Get files, get files. Yeah, let's do it this way. Oop. Let's put these guys in here. Here, not get files. And I think it returns an array, right? Pack string array. So it's just essentially it's an array. Um, file list, var file list. Here, let's do it up here. Var file list equals, do it like that, and we'll say file list equals. Oh, it's an array though, isn't it? How do we do arrays again? Let's see something here. Fire doors array. File list equals. What? File list array equals something like that. Wait a second, let's do it like this. There we go, it just creates an empty array. Okay, file list equals JSON dir get files. Now that should return a regular file list. Now let's see what file name equals. Okay. Okay, let's do that too. All right. Instead of while file name does not equal that instead we're going to do is we're going to say for name in file list one. I say file name equals file name, I guess equals name. File name equals name. Let's see if that gets me what I want. So, since this is the editor, I'm going to go ahead and do a reload saved. And there we go. Awesome. I just figured that out all by myself. How about that? How about them apples? Okay. Right, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Let's bring 31 all the way to the top. 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. Let's bring 49 all the way to the top. 50, 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and let's bring it 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90, 91, 92. And then these I can do the same thing with these. So let's do the same thing with these. Like that. Now, what we want to do here is we want to do the exact same thing here. So we're going to do this before doing anything. We're going to go ahead and knock these out. This. We're going to make this T-scene. T-scene. There, get files. And we're going to save it. And we're going to reload save scene. So it reloads the script. And somehow that didn't work. Why did that not work? What did I do wrong? File list equals tscene directory. Tscene directory is that, right? File list equals tscene. Okay, file list equals JSON directory. File list equals tscene directory get files. For name and file list. Right. File list equals. They both. Okay. For name and file list. For name and file list. File name equals name. File name equals name. Okay, so something did not work, right? Reload save scene. These ones should now be in their own correct order. How come they're not? 0, 6, 3, 5, 0, 1, 3. Why do I have 3? Doggone it. Halfway house is supposed to be 2 anyways. halfway house. Rename that as 2. So let's see something here. These are our room. Let's go to rooms. Let's go to t-scene data. These are not. Oh, because these are in alphabetical order based on the file name. This is the file name. These are not the file name. These are. All right. I have to rename these, I guess. Okay, rename SN06 dash. Okay, halfway house. Rename SN002 dash. And hat room is 5. Rename SN005 room. What's next is main menu. Rename. I think that's 000 SN00 dash. Okay. Start here is 1. Rename SN001 dash. And study. Rename SN003. No. What am I doing? The study? The study is the study. Dash study. There we go. And rename upper level to 4. SN004 dash level. Okay, now I can go ahead in here and I can go scene, reload save scene. Oh. Fix dependencies. Fix broken. Oh, I see. Okay. Should have renamed them in here, shouldn't I have? Let's do something here. Close. Dang, I should have realized that. Oh, fine. Where's the... I made a mistake here. Right here. Oh, shoot. Let me try something. Save and close. Up. How many files are there in here? Should be 14, I think. Let's see something. For 13 items. So which one wasn't duplicated here? uh, Doggone it. Okay. Let me rerun this. Hold on a second. That's a lot of red. Sir, how many years of experience do I have? Uh, sort of. Um, I've been programming since, uh, we'll say 30 plus years, but not professionally, so I'm not technically a professional. Okay, so something is, I know stuff is wrong here. Scripts, scenes. That's, uh-oh, something's wrong here now. Destination, start here. Oh, I keep forgetting too. I even forgot to do, uh, I have to, okay, so I have to fix all these first. Okay, so during the first room is that, door to start would be, send 000 dash start here, and I'm gonna run it and see. That's not working either. And I haven't updated this in GitHub for a while, so I'm gonna have to fix this manually. What's the problem here? Editor map. This is fine. Okay, main menu. Start here. Over to Hubert's house. Halfway house is going to be 2. It's in 002. Um, Halfway house. Study is going to be SN 03. Hat room is the hat room. Hat room is 5 then 005 dash book of spells is actually 6 10 006. Okay. Okay, so let's go to the study. Per level. I have to fix these first. Per level SN004 dash. Foyer, halfway house is 2. 2 dash. SN study Okay, let's go into the upper level. Door to study. Would be study, of course, is 3 SN003 dash. Let's open the hat room. Door to foyer is 022 dash. And there's also 002 and 002 dash hat. Now these are actually all like they're supposed to be, right? Do it for a 2. So main menu, game start. Start here. Halfway house. Right. Da 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 da. Study. Per level. Per level's 4. Okay. Foyer, of course, is 2. Alright. Per level. Going back to the study, I guess. Okay. Hat room goes there, and book of spells goes to there. Okay, everything seems to work that ways. My dependencies are wrong though, because it's still kind of expecting okay. Let's go to base. I don't know, let's go to base scene, I guess. Base scene. Room manager. Let's go to the room manager. Okay, let's go ahead and actually put a breakpoint here and let's start it. I have to debug this first. F11. F11. TC data. File doesn't exist. Room names, main menu. Okay, so let's debug, stop. Wait a minute, let's stop this. And let's start all over again. So, that's my problem. Debug, stop. Okay, actually I can just reload it. So, actually this is SN000 dash. Okay, this is the only hard-coded one in here. Let's go ahead and reload. And actually, let's go ahead and continue. Okay, so 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, put this again. Continue. Let's go to 1. Okay, so something's not here. All right, here. Start. 1 doesn't work. Okay. Why does 1 not work? Error loading file. Error loading file. T-scene data SN000-start here. T-scene doesn't exist. What? Hold on a second. Oops, not that. That's just PNG. Projects, phase 1. Let's go into rooms, TC and data. Um, trying JSON. All right, let's go to load room. Let's go to load room. Instead of that, let's do yes. Let's do it right here. Okay, room name is probably just going to be main menu. And let's continue. 1. What's the room name? SN-start underline here. SN. Right? Why is it? I think I know what happened. Main menu. Go to game start. Start here is actually 1, huh? Why did I say 0? This menu is 0. Okay. And that's probably the problem. Because I messed up. 1. Welcome to Channellands. 1, 1, 2. Per level. Go back to the lower level, which is the study. Go back to the foyer, which is this. 2 to go to the hat room. 1 to go back. 3 to go to the book of spells. Pictures of silly hats. 1 to go back to the foyer. And 0 to quit. Okay, everything works fine. I kind of screwed up when I said rename the objects, and I realized I didn't rename the files, and then I went to rename the files, and here, that's gonna be something else here too. I'm gonna rename these in here is where I should have renamed any files. I'm gonna put dashes in here too to make it congruent with the rooms, so it'll be able to update all the it'll be able to update these paths, but I'll still have to actually go into the doors and like modify them. So rename, no, not underline, rename this to upper level, rename this to hat dash room, and rename that and that. Okay, now when I do this is still not going to work here. In fact, it should have a bunch of, yeah. JSON does not exist. That does, and then TC doesn't exist. Yes, that's all right. So now let's go. So let's go to each of these, I guess. We'll start with this one. Door to game start. And we'll go ahead and make these all hyphens. Kind of annoying, I guess. And I'll go ahead and save that. And this has got to be, all these doors have got to be hyphens. Save it. Playhouse. Door to study is fine. Hat room is not fine. And book of spells is also not fine. That and like that. Enter. Save that. Study. It's kind of interesting. If I was using a bunch of scene files for rooms, let's go to study. Per level. Okay, foyer should be dash. Okay, so the both of these. All right. Halfway house. Study. Fine. Book of spells is fine. Door to book of spells. Door to hat room. Door to study. Okay. Go to study. Upper level. Hyphen. Halfway house is a hyphen. Upper level. Door to study is alright. Hat room. Door to foyer is not alright. See if I know if the I could have probably a better way of doing it, but the okay, that's draw this spells should not be underlined either. Okay, so everything should be working good now. Start JSON room welcome, which I gave it a 0 because scene 000 here is main menu. That's fine. Your first JSON room is that. Okay, then start here. Halfway house hyphen study hat room and book of spells hyphen study upper level foyer. Okay, upper level dash. Okay, hat room halfway house book of spells halfway house. Okay, so everything is good, I believe. Let's go back to the go to previous edited document. I see. Haven't changed anything, right? Editor map. Editor map. Okay. Previous edited document. This is dumb. This is what I wanted to do. Anyways, these are in order, and wait, what do I have? Halfway house is supposed to be 2. Oh, let's just do a reload save scene. Let's see if it's fixed now. 0133. Why is that 0133? Why is that not 2? Let me check my files again. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 0, 1, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why is it? Why is that the name? Aren't I doing the same thing here? Reload save scene. Why are those still both 003? File list, name, file list, file name equals name. Get files returns alphabetical. That's what it did. That's fine. This okay, this is the load all rooms, right? So why does that name that? The actual file is 2 because this needs to be renamed because I named it manually, of course. I know that. I was just testing you guys, seeing if you could figure it out. Okay, all right, let's save it first and then let's go to editor map. Let's go ahead and reload saved, and now everything should work like it's supposed to. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Finally. Finally. Okay. These are room nodes. ID. It's of course it's not showing that the doors in there. Okay, so let's go back to Grok because Grok was supposed to do something here for me. What time is it? 11:30. I don't know if I'll be taking a break today, just because I got early time here. I have to I have to go to a doctor's appointment at 2 o'clock, and right now here my time is 11:30. It's just after 11:30, and let's see now. Um. Okay, so what am I doing? Gonna ask Grok. Okay, so I got the reorder thing by myself. That's fine. Okay. So are the doors supposed to appear in the editor map? Underneath the rooms. Are supposed to appear in the scene tree underneath their respective room nodes. And I can see, since you mentioned earlier the doors weren't showing up, this is a great point to clarify. uh, it's already. It's not okay. So the question I just asked. So are the doors supposed to appear in the editor map underneath the rooms? Is not the end yesterday, but is. But I asked it today, Friday, March 21st, 2025, at approximately 11:32 a.m. I just wanted to know that. Hopefully he doesn't have to go through all this again, but I'm just gonna read it. In your room.gd, the load from see it doesn't it has access to a date and time, but it doesn't keep track of it, which is I still think is kind of weird. I mean, yeah, I get it. AIs don't experience sound the way we do, but that doesn't mean it can't have an internal counter, internal clock. That's what a clock is, anyways. A chip on a chip. The old real time clock. In the old computers, which I guess they still have them, but where it keeps track of the time, and so it should be able to locate a timestamp, like when you start talking, when you type it in, the timestamp should already be available to it. I don't understand why it's not, but whatever. Um, Function creates door nodes and adds them as children of the room node. Uh, this makes each door a child of the room in the scene tree. In the editor map, loads a room. Its doors should appear as child nodes in the scene tree under that room. There's a rate self isn't exported, but the door nodes should still be visible in the scene tree. Since you're not seeing doors, the likely reasons if the doors in JSON data might be failing because your JSON file doesn't have a doors key. No, it's not. Or doors exist, but it's an array of objects with. If door create fails due to missing JSON fields, the door won't be created or added. At a refresh, sometimes tool scripts quick debug before you go. They have debug prints from there. Check the output panel. Oh, I didn't actually put those in because I fixed that. But I can always, I don't know, yeah. I guess I still have to print it out though, don't I? Because, yeah, you know what? I don't actually have that. Let's see something here. That confirm that door nodes should appear as children. I didn't actually put um I don't think I have prints. But I will look into it just a second. Use room GD with the debug prints added. Load from JSON. Okay, so yeah, I need to do the debug prints here because otherwise I can't really debug it. Redot doesn't let you, I guess. Oh, what's this? Oh, close that. Um, so I can't really put a breakpoint in here, even when loading scripts. It doesn't. The debugger doesn't do that. I guess you have to do like a special like command line thing in Godot or Redot to let it debug from there. So so what I need in uh room, load data from JSON. I was actually not doing it for the tscene file either, though. Let's go to the editor map first. Load all rooms, go to the tscene data. Load instantiate. Oh, the T scene doesn't do the doors because oh yeah. I need to go back to my room manager code and add the doors that ways. However, the JSON one should do it already, and that's why it's saying I should have a debugger in the load from JSON data. Because text, ID, room name, door data. Pen new door, add child new door. Okay, print reading door data. Do it like that. And then we'll go into editor. Where's the editor map? Or right, editor map. Okay. Yeah. Okay, reload. Scene, reload. Save scene. Reading door data. Okay. Let's go back to room. We're gonna do this individually too, I guess. Here, actually, what does it say to do? Loading from JSON, error parsing JSON data. Doors found. If doors in JSON data. Actually, I should probably have that in there as a. Okay, let's do this. Let's go ahead and add that. Let's go ahead and indent this one. If, let's see, how did it do it? Doors in JSON data. Actually, let's just take off the parentheses. I like the parentheses, and I might go back to it sometime, but then no. Print doors, door data exists. Now reading. Okay. We'll start with that. Or that's not what. Oh, what? What's the problem now? T scene doesn't exist. Trying JSON, send 000. No, it should SN 000. Oh. Where's okay? That was my fault. We're room manager. Room manager. There we go. All right. So that just clued me in. That I mean, this is just there's nothing. There's not a problem to that. Reload. No, reload's not in there. Reload save scene. Door data exists. Now reading. Okay, fine. Let's go back to room. For door data in new door.create. Print What does this do? Creating door. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna do it my way. I'm gonna print out the data and read it. Um, so we're gonna say door ID. Okay, let's do this. Creating door colon door ID equals plus um yeah ID plus comma choice equals plus or data choice plus comma space destination. We'll say dest equals plus door data destination. Okay. Nope. Let's go ahead and wait. Scene, reload, save scene. Okay. Creating door. Oh, yep. Choice equals 1. All the choices are going to equal 1. But, uh, yeah. Oh, all of these are going to be door IDs, door 001. So let's go ahead and just, let's remove the door ID part. Choice equals, and scene, reload, save scene. Okay. Door data exists, not reading, creating door choice 1. Right? 1, 2, 3. So everything is there. Uh, okay, so let's do something else here. If new door, um, new door colon that, else print new door not valid. Now, let's go ahead and reload the save scene again. And door data exist. Actually, it shouldn't do that. Oh. Oh, if the doors exist. Okay, I see. For each room. Right, 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 right. Okay. Do they exist? Uh, and there's not a door. The last one doesn't have a door, so that's kind of okay. Uh, for door data. Okay, I see what it did there too. All right. It's not creating doors on the last one. Doors and JSON data. Actually, what about the last one? Uh, rooms, JSON data. Oh, doors exist. The doors array exist. Okay. For door data indoors. It doesn't know what that is though, does it? Or data, data dot. Um, I don't know what it's called. Count. And then 0. Count. Door not valid. Else. Else. Print. No doors here. Editor map. Reload save scene. It doesn't know what count is. Oh, dictionary. Oh, dictionary. That's right. These are dictionaries, huh? Simple. That's an interesting, easy way to do that, isn't it? Dictionary. Methods, duplicate, erase, get, has, is, keys. Size. It's got to be size then. And size. Um, wait. The size is a function, isn't it? Or method. Whatever. Okay, let's go ahead and hit play again. Or not play, that's not what I want. Um, Reload save scene. Door date exists now. Okay. Interesting. Because there's no door data, it doesn't read in there. Hmm. Interesting. Okay. Hmm. Okay, well, let's remove all that stupid code. Uh that there. Take this out. Okay, save it. All right. That's okay. That's okay. So the door. All right. So let's go back to Grok. Yeah, let's do another print, I think. No. Yeah. And actually it's going to be after, that's going to be here. Print this, copy this print command. But instead of door data choice, it's going to be new door. New door dot choice. And new door dot destination. Finished creating door. New door choice. Okay. So let us run it. Or let's reload save scene. This is pretty boring stuff, this debugging stuff here. Door data exists, now reading, creating door choice. If new door. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Let's do something here. Let's also do this here. Delete. New door. Print. Okay, Reload save scene. Okay. Okay, finished. It might already did that, and I just didn't realize it. Okay. Creating door. Door choice equals 1. Destination equals room. 1. Resort max closure. Finish creating door. New door dot choice equals 1. Destination equals RM resort max closure. So evidently it's creating it. Okay. If it's creating it, I'm adding child. Add child. Add child. Do I need self that add child? I don't know. Okay, so what's the deal here? Check the output. Update the code above. Reopen editor. Yeah, tool scripts. Open the output panel. No doors. No doors key in JSON for main menu. Doors found. Um, look for door nodes alongside the label node. I don't have a label node. Maybe the idea is that, okay, maybe it's not showing up because the room is not a tool script. Uh, okay, so first thing is if room isn't a tool script yet, does that mean the doors won't show up in the editor? Because maybe it needs to be a tool script to do that. I mean, I didn't think about it. It's supposed to run in the editor, that's a great question. It's directly related to why your door nodes might not be showing up in the scene tree. No, the door nodes should still show up in the scene tree under room, even if it is tool script. There's a catch related to how the editor handles dynamically added nodes, and the at tool status can indirectly affect visibility if not handled properly. As in the room, add child new door adds the door to the scene tree, which should have made it visible under the room. This happens. Scene tree viability. The scene tree in the editor reflects the node hierarchy regardless of whether a script is tool, as long as add child is called. The catch editor persistence and tool. Since it's a tool script, it runs load all rooms in the editor, creating room nodes and their door children. However, dynamically added nodes like door nodes need their owner set to persist in the editor scene tree when the scene is saved or reloaded. Under the owner line, the line new door.owner equals get tree ensure that door nodes are owned by the scene, make them persist in the editor. But if room GD is in a tool script, might not behave as expected in some context. They might not persist. No, I didn't share it. Here, let me reshare my current code. The doors seem to be created properly at any rate. But here, give me a moment to pull up the code and let me paste it in here. Just a moment. All right. So editor map. And let's do one thing. Let's just delete this. I know maybe I should have updated GitHub, but this isn't that necessary as far as that goes. Okay. Wait a minute. What are the two? Say item file list. File name equals item. Or I'm going to say the same thing. Item. Control S. Let's save scene. Okay, let's clear output. Reload save scene. There we go. Okay. Select all. Copy. And this is, of course, editor map. Okay. Editor map .gd. Enter. Control V. Enter. And then room.gd, colon, enter. Let's go into room. Select all. Copy. And room GD. Enter. Okay. Let's see. See, it's starting to flub again. It's starting to go back into the deal again. I might have to change. But I might have to change conversations because it gets too caught up in its own conversation. In other words, if it's an LLM, it's trying to derive a new word or a new sentence from the previous words. Now it's just got so much information that it's just feeding on itself, and then that's why it starts creating incorrect things. Thanks for sharing your updated script. Self format them clearly that the door nodes are being created as confirmed by your debug prints, not showing up in the scene. Not showing up in the scene tree. That isn't what? Oh, it's still writing it. Okay. Huh. It's like what's going on? Okay. There are some limits here. I mean, other than the obvious, would be obvious limits. And why is huh? Let's check out my stream over here. My stream is going fine over here. My stream is going fine over here. Restream is paused. That's interesting. Here, let's just reload it because the stream is working. So there we go. Now we're back in kind of and over here. Here, I'll bring it to the foreground here just a sec here. But if you notice here, it still says sending data here, and here it says streaming. But Rumble is streaming fine, just fine. So I don't get what the problem is. But whatever. Okay, so let's see what Grok is saying. Doors are being your debug prints in the load confirm that doors are being created. Since you're seeing these prints, door create is working and new door is valid. Doors added with add child. Should add each door as a child of the room node, making it appear in the scene tree. You removed at tool from room.gd. It's not at the top anymore. I'd never had it in there. I didn't actually put it in there. That's the problem. Which means no, I didn't. I never had is it or hint in the file, and I never had at tool in the script either. I had not gotten that far. I thought you had added tool earlier based on previous or engine. That's why the door nodes aren't showing up in the scene tree under, even though your debug prints confirm they're being created. Let's fix this by adding that tool. Okay, fine. All right. Um, we can set the owner for both room and door nodes here. There. We'll also add debug prints to confirm the doors are added to the scene tree. Changes. Set owner for doors. After adding each room, we loop through its children and set the owner for any door nodes. This ensures they persist in the editor scene tree. Okay. Okay. Fine. What the what? Okay, so what am I doing? This is what I'm doing. Okay. Uh, let's go to editor map. That's all there. Okay, so why is it's annoying. There we go. Okay, directory access, files. Okay, get files, that's fine. Add child, room.owner. Okay, so we're gonna add this after adding the room. Copy. Add child. Oh, we already have that in there. Okay. Add child room. Okay, so set owner for door. Okay. For door. Oh, so Okay, where's that at then? Room create. Okay, room number. Okay. So actually what we want is Control C and after add child. After wait. Room owner. We already have room owner. After room owner, do this. After room owner. Okay, before doing anything here, um, we want to get tree added, scene root. Okay. There we go. What is the problem here? Use space character for indentation instead of tab. What is the problem here? What am I doing wrong? Add child room. Room.owner equals get tree. Edit scene root. Okay, fine. Let's do something here. Delete. Something not right. This is not the problem. What is the problem here? Okay, can I... Control C. Paste. Urgh. Where am I doing that? 62? Where are we at? What is the problem? Is the freaking problem? Okay, fine. Set owner for all door children. Okay, we'll do it this way. I'll do it by hand. Oh, I know what's wrong. In fact, I know what's. Oh, fine, fine, fine. All of these are wrong. That's what it is. Doggone it. What's? Wait a second. Where's? I'm not doing get next. Where'd get next come from? Where? Where's the thing that I pasted in here? It'll look funky, but okay. This actually doesn't need to be in here. I think. Let's put that in there like that. Because we're not getting next here. All right. Let's actually let's clear it. Let's reload it. Go to the top. Creating door. Door trace 1. Finish creating door. Set owner for door. Okay, now it's doing it for sure. Okay, the door name, door name, door name. Okay. Okay. It's because of the formatting, doing spaces instead of tabs. Happens sometimes. Okay, that seems to work, although all the names are at node. X, something like that. And then that's when I put I can change the node name. I think I did that. That's a big step forward. The fact that their names are appearing is expected behavior when a node's name property isn't explicitly set. Create. Doesn't set the name. Oh, property of the door node. Okay, yeah, that's right. Um, I think I'll use destination instead of door ID. They're all DR 001 right now. Yeah, they're all 001. Hmm. Maybe I will concat ID and ident and destination, because if it has more than one door, because if it has more than one door, um, refine the naming to make them more meaningful. Um, no, there's no problem here. The name no there's no problem here. Room 1, door 1, i.e. RM 001, DR 001. Room 02, DR 01, and so forth. You don't need to respond other than saying okay, and I'll return in a moment after I've fixed it. Okay. All right. See, saying okay until I fixed it. Yeah, because otherwise it's just gonna go, and we'll do this, and then we'll do this, and then we'll do this, and kind of annoying. Okay, so let's go in here. Let's fix that. I need to do this in the door creation, and we're going to create a. We're gonna say new door dot name equals ident plus dest. I think. And that actually should be easy enough. Save, and then editor map, rename scene, reload save scene. Okay. Alrighty. And actually, I need I need to put a dash in between them. I could put a dot in between them. Now let's do dash, right? Let's do dash. Where did I put it? Oh, in the door. Okay. plus that plus destination. Go to the output, reload save scene. Okay, actually that's just fine. That actually works quite well. 2D workspace is still nothing showing up in the 2D workspace. That's something I gotta work on next. Okay. I think I want to get rid of those debug prints is what I want to do. Because there's just too many of them, and it should only happen if there's an error. So let's go to this one. Take these prints out. Let's take this guy out. Okay, and print. No match. Okay. I'm gonna save that. Let's go to room. Let's find print. Not file access does not exist. That's all right. If not file, error loading from JSON, error loading parse data. Door exists, not reading. We don't want that. Reading door. No. Reading door. New door not valid. I can leave that in. That. Okay. That's all good. Room manager. Let's go find print. Couldn't load. Trying JSON. Doesn't exist. Couldn't load file name. We loaded file name. Scene equals null. We say scene equals null. Oh. We'll say scene couldn't load file name. Trying JSON. Else print. The file does not exist. Room equals null. Create room from JSON. If resource loader exists, file name. Okay, well, I guess we'll leave that in there. That's all right. There's number 3. There's number 4. Okay, that's all right. Creation is successful, all that stuff. Okay, good. Okay. Close that. Close that. And it is almost 1 o'clock. And 1 o'clock, I think, is about the time I am quitting. My thing's at 2 o'clock. I have to leave about 1:30. So I'm going to end the stream in about half an hour. A little bit less, maybe. So, anyways. Yogan, I was just quiet. Yeah, it was just, it's on now, right? Yeah. It was just off for some reason. Somehow I turned it off, the audio off originally. Anyways, so now that we got that, now that we got everything loading in here, let's do something here. Let's reload save scene. Okay, nothing prints out, which is good. Okay, so what's next? Shouldn't need the room shouldn't need to be a tool script to show up. It should automatically show up in the 2D unless I don't give it like a position or something. That could be the thing, right? Okay. So let's go back to Grok. Okay, everything is good. I removed most of the debug print statements. So now they're in there, and the doors are there. Actually, let's do one more thing here. That's for the JSON. What about the tscene files? Therm room, John, date. Okay, that's the last JSON file. This here, okay. I guess that's okay for the scene files, because if you go into their individual scenes, let me ask Grok here. One last question. Doors don't show up under the tscene derived rooms, and I'm merely going to ask if that's because they are scenes now and not just a node hierarchy. So if I open the individual scene files, then the doors are in there, but just not in the editor map. Is this why? Yeah. Let's see what it says here. It's taking so long because I keep on asking Grok this information, and actually some of it I could probably just figure out myself, more than likely. I don't even know if I want the doors appearing in the editor map. I might, though, in which case, reason doors don't appear under tscene derived rooms is there are rooms loaded as scenes, not programmatically like the JSON rooms. Editor map.g, you load tscene rooms like this. Loads the tscene file, creates an instance of its root node on what child nodes as defined in the file. Child nodes, the door nodes, are part of the tscene files hierarchy. Yes, they're instantiated as part of the scene. For JSON rooms, builds the room programmatically, adds door nodes as children. Okay. Rooms for tscene, part of a separate scene. We instantiate this scene and add it to the editor map with add child, the entire scene, or add a single unit. However, in the scene tree of the editor map, Redot displays the instantiated scene as a single node. Yes, with a little scene icon next to it. This is an instance scene. The child nodes, like doors, are part of the scene's internal hierarchy, not directly part of the header. When you open, you see it's full because you're adding that scene directly. Okay, confirmation, expected behavior. Okay, make tscene doors visible in editor map. If you want the doors from tscene file rooms to appear directly in the scene tree under, like the JSON, you can flatten the instance scene by reparenting the door nodes to be direct children of the room node. However, this breaks the encapsulation of the tscene scene, so it's not always a recommendation unless you really need it. Here's how you can do it. Not recommended. Keep instance scene structure That's fine. I just wanted to know that's the reason. At first, I thought it was another bug, then realized that um, it's because the doors are part of the instance scene. Uh, okay. Alrighty. Getting a few things done today. Luckily, it's not a bug, it's just a natural consequence of how Redot handles instant scenes. Doors are being part of the instant scene. Okay. Um, okay. So, the room and the door, although I don't know if doors will need to be tool scripts. At least not right now. Um, are not tool scripts yet. But I wanted to clear up something. How come the rooms don't actually appear in the 2D workspace? Oh, I think I just answered my question. I think I just answered my own question. Actually, I think I just came up with the answer. I need something visual for the editor map to display. Right now, they're node 2D derived, but there's no viewer. There's no viewer nodes, i.e., no panels or labels or anything right this second. I'm glad you caught that. Let's break down why the room nodes and there aren't appearing in 2D workspace. We'll add possibly if we need to make them viable with labels and set the stage for the waterfall layout. He nailed the reason. Room nodes are 2D derived. They don't have any visual components like label, sprite, panel to display the 2D workspace. Here's the breakdown. Scene tree shows a hierarchy of nodes. Right. 2D workspace only displays nodes that have visual representation. Node 2D is spatial with a position, but it's invisible by default because it doesn't render anything on its own. Your room nodes is a node 2D with properties. It doesn't have any visual children, which doesn't even have position, uh, so it can't appear in the 2D workspace at all. Um, no visual components. Okay. From what I understood, I don't need that tool to display a label or box or anything. That's simply so I can have it update in real time. So I think next I should add the visual representation of the room. I think something like an empty panel with a V box container. And I need to this container. something like an empty panel with a VBox container, and I need to put two labels. One is the name, and actually this will be a name. Yeah, that's the thing too. I'm gonna need to add this name, this label thing into the room. I'm gonna need to add a special text, a display name, and so I'm gonna have to. I'll probably have to write another script, a Python script that'll go through each of the JSON files and add this extra field in there for me. I could do it manually if I'm working manually. Nah, probably better do a script. This will be a room display name, which most likely will describe the location not like the actual JSON room names. Um, I think something like the other label is just going to be a description. You know, description, don't I? Maybe it's a display description. Uh, okay, so here's where we're a little bit. Someone have to figure out here. Okay, so basically, this is the description. This is the description that you see. It'll have some text. It'll say you're a blah 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 blah. And on choose your own adventure, you're not going to have a name of a location here. It's just going to have your destination in the like. I have the door set up, which is fine. So this not actually having a name will be fine, unless I need it later. Everyone meets at the Vats and Belfry Hotel. Everyone gathers around. That's an interesting thought. Maybe I don't know. I suppose it could start out with just the file name. Um, does it need the file name? It doesn't necessarily need the file name, does it? And we don't need the full text displayed in the editor, right? So it's gonna limit how many characters or how many words it's gonna be in there, like a strict length, and I'll have to figure out how to do that. But So yeah, okay. When is the name? Here, we'll do it like this. One is the name. The other is a truncated form of the description that is a certain length, because some pages might be super long and we just want enough characters or words to be able to tell the difference between the rooms on the 2D workspace. I might could just get away with just the ID part of the name in the label. How do you like that? Pretty weird. Maybe it is really croaking. Anyways, it's about time for me to quit though today. Yes. Let's clarify the role of that tool. You you plan to use a panel with a VBox container and two label nodes, one for the room name and one for the truncated description, is a great approach. Let's implement that and ensure the rooms are visible without relying on AtTool for now, since you're right. AtTool is primarily real-time updates in the editor. I mean, I am going to actually be changing. I'm going to be changing these, and we're going to be saving them back too. No, you don't need that tool display label or panel or any visual. That tool that makes the script run in the editor, allowing ready process and other functions to execute in real time as you edit. This is useful for live updates, e.g., updating a label when text current setup. In room.gd, you have a ready logic to add a label, but it's wrapped in an engine. Well, I didn't add in a label. Um, looks like we may need to start another conversation. As I've said, I don't have any tool script related stuff in my room class right this second, except the fact that it's now derived from a node 2D. Quick question: Node 2D has a position, correct? Um, I should just quit, should I? I should just quit. Let it finish its stupid thing here. Uh, right, if you need it, since I'm still working on getting your room notes display up here and transition smoothly. I understand that room doesn't have any tool script. and that's perfectly fine for what we're doing. So just a quick question. Quick question. Does Node 2D have a position? Yes, Node 2D has a position property. Since your room class now drives, it inherits the position property. If you don't set the position defaults to 0, 0, that's why all your rooms currently stock used. Yeah. Lacks a visual component. Okay. Well, I have to go right now. Anyway, doctor's appointment. So we'll end this discussion here, and I'll start a new one later. I'll start a new one later and paste in the relevant information. Sounds good. I'm glad we got the rooms displaying. It's not displaying in the 2D workspace just yet. If your doctor's appointment goes well, and okay, so all right. So what did we get done today? Well, we got a few things done today now. Now I have what did I do? I started by well, anyways, I got the doors to display in the editor map. And so because I'm gonna actually use this as a layout tool. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna do this thing. I'm gonna set this up to where not only will it display the rooms, but it'll display it in the kind of a waterfall hierarchy, so that you can visualize what rooms to where. It'll probably use like I said, a line 2D or something to plot lines from the room to the other rooms, so you know the connections, and then what I'll have it do is I'll have it save any changes back out to the JSON files or even the TSEAM files. Although, um, I guess I won't have it do that with the TSEAM files. I'll show what I'll have it do is I'll have it display the TSEAM files hierarchy separately, because the majority of the game isn't going to be through that. I just wanted the access to be there. Um, So later on, what's going to happen is I'm going to have menus and all kinds of things. I won't even have those TSEAM files in there, but I already have the code, everything for the JSON part, and then the menus can be the menus. They'll probably be created menus even. In any case, yeah. So thanks for watching or listening if you did, or popping in or popping out, or thank you for watching the stream after the fact later on. And I will see you. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday, so tomorrow's an edit day. So I have to edit this week's stuff um, into an update that I'm gonna eventually upload to YouTube and Rumble right now. But yeah. So thanks, and I guess yeah. See you tomorrow, and we'll pick up. We'll continue with the game stuff on Monday, and I'll see you tomorrow for editing if you're interested. Anyways, uh, that's all I got for today. Thank you for watching.